driving, but luckily I got this cool new mic that hopefully will cut out some road noise. Last time I made one driving, it did not sound so good. But I just feel like I need to make this now when I feel the power and the love of Christ and just all that is. Lately, the word truly has been really sticking out to me. Truly, I say to you. It's funny, a friend of mine jokes that that's like her thing with God because he says it all the time. Truly, I say to you. And I think to me, it's pointing me back to truth. Truly, I say to you. The truth about everything and anything that really matters, that's truly important, is truly in the Bible. And I just, whatever it is, wisdom of how to live, wisdom on anything truth related, there's nothing in the Bible that's false. Scholars use it to collaborate history, to I said collaborate, but to corroborate, to make right accountings of historic events because it's so historically accurate just with the different rulers of the times and different historical events. There is nothing in the Bible that's false. It's all inspired words of God, and the truth is there. And it can set you free from so much if you just dive into it and live it. In life, we do things, and sometimes we question our motives, and I think that that's right. We should question our motives. And I've been studying for a long time on the Bible and watching different videos. I've said before I like to watch near-death experiences. It's cool. The more you watch, the more you realize they kind of say the same thing. They all um, talk about very similar things, and it kind of gives you an insight of the truth. It's hard to just take one and take its word for everything's 100% true. But when you watch so many, you start to catch certain things that line up and that are together. Um, and I believe truly, there's that word truly again, that God will judge our motives behind why we do what we do. Why am I making this video? I'm making this video because my soul is on fire for Jesus, and I want to try to ignite as many fires as I possibly can because we are all called for the Great Commission. The Great Commission to actually take what Jesus has done for us and pass it along and help others see his love and see his light and better their lives and just live a life that's truly worthy, truly fulfilling. You can have a bad day, you can have a bad moment, but when you can recenter yourself on Christ, that really is a firm foundation. Um, it changes your life. It really, really, genuinely does. And so, check your motive because God will one day. Um, whether you believe or not, one day we will meet our maker. And there's atheists. If you don't believe me, go watch these near death experiences or NDRs are all over YouTube. You can watch atheists be converted. People that didn't believe at all come face to face with Jesus and come back to life and be like, I was wrong. I'll admit it 100%. I was wrong. We will one day meet our maker and he will judge our motives. Why do we do what we do? And we're going to mess up sometimes, and that's okay. He expects us to. Even the disciples that walked with him, they doubted. They messed up. We're humans. We have a sin nature. But when we check our motives as to why we do what we do, we can then align ourselves better with him and realize, is what we're doing for him and his glory and his kingdom, or is it for me and my selfish human desires, or am I just seeking attention? Because we all do that too sometimes. And it might be a hard reality check, but question your motives. Why are you doing what you're doing on everything? Um, even this morning, it was a crazy morning. I had a lot going on and I lost it with my kids. But I was able to go into myself and my brain and my mind, just in my own silence. Sometimes that's all we need is that silence. After I, had gotten onto me and gotten onto them, and for rightful reasons, like they were out of line over and over again. I finally lost it, and then I was able to come back, and I was come back to them and say, all right, we're going to do a reset. We're still going to have a good day. We're going to move forward, but we're going to move forward doing the right thing. And I was able to come out of that. My sister and I were talking earlier, and she was like, look at your chaotic morning, and you're just laughing. It's like, well, yeah, because, what else are you going to do? Am I going to keep losing it? No, because then my motives would be selfish, and they'd be anger-driven, and that's not of Christ. Um, so, yeah, just recenter yourself, realign yourself as to why you do what you do. And I don't know. just feel like we serve such a glorious God that loves us so much, and He just wants the best for us. And when we truly do His work, um, when our why is for Him, then what we do will be that much more blessed because of it, that much more righteous and good. So at this point, I feel like I'm rambling. I'm kind of sidetracked. I pay attention to lots of things because obviously I'm driving, but I'm hands free on the steering wheel. I mean, I'm not holding my phone. Um, anyways, align yourself with God. Truly is the Word of God. Truly is the Word of Christ. And the more you read it, the more you understand it, the more you truly try to hide it in your heart so you don't sin against Him, the more fulfilling your life can be. I know because that's what I'm seeking, and the more I do it, the more I find more fulfillment in life, more enjoyment, less anger. I still stumble, of course, we all do. No one's perfect. I'm far from it. But let's light fires. Light fire. Let Jesus light a fire in your soul, so then you can go light a fire in someone else's soul and check your why. Why am I doing what I do on everything? That way it can be aligned with Him. I love you all. Peace be with you.